Hello there, and welcome to the War Factory for May the 17th. So, as you can probably see, I still have the Rainmakers. Or, sorry, I still have the Painmakers. Thank you to Craig Premium for that. It honestly made my day. I was like, oh, it's as good as the Hot Pocket as far as I'm concerned. So, yes, I still have the Painmakers, and I don't know who out there might or might not have said Painmakers, but I decided I wanted to have some fun. I wanted to see what they could do on the War Factory just for the sake of seeing what they can do on the War Factory. So, as you can see, step number one, absolute must, remote control the two grapplers. I guess that's as good a name as any, right? Remote control. So after the grapplers are gone, it's safe to drop your Painmakers in the bottom corner. The lasers can't even actually hit them for the first little bit until they start clearing their way in, which is perfect because that's when they're all clumped up and it could be kind of dangerous where, you know, the laser damage could hurt your troops. As you can see, after you kind of pull in this far, because the Painmakers spread out into a line, only one gets whacked in like a couple of your medics, so you figure it out and everything is fine. Now, be very careful. As you can see, I'm kind of like letting them just roam around, gather me some energy, because of course I also have my gunboat energy tribe boost boosted to max. So even though I'm not boosted and I'm starting with a regular amount of GBE, I'm getting a huge whack of energy for every building that goes down. I believe it works out to roughly 8 energy per building, and that clearly comes in handy across these two attacks. You can see I kind of gave up on shelling out the two Doom Cannons because they just had so many hit points. I wasn't expecting them to have that much, so I was just like, derp, 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 alright. And eventually we gotta call the Painmakers over, because if you don't, they're gonna make a mess out of things. They're one of the few things that can actually reach them. So now, once all of the Doom Cannons are cleared out, I just kind of strolled up. Again, be very careful of the Doom Cannons. They're right up there in the top left-hand corner of the screen, almost hidden under, you know, the War Factory and the number of gears I've gotten, I guess. There are Doom Cannons up there, and they will mess up your day if you're not careful. And don't go too far to the right, because as you can see in the top right hand corner of my screen right there, there is another grappler still hanging around, being a pain in the neck. So I decided, like, once you wedge out this little corner here, it should give you enough energy that you can start building up a little bit of a reserve, and then take out the grappler. The grappler gots to go. The grappler bad. Grappler very bad. And because the I guess high single target damage is all over on the left hand side, when you actually finally remote control the grappler, as you can see I did, it's not gonna kill the freaking grappler. The defenses that were left were not able to burn the mofo down. I ended up running so low on energy, I was just like, well, I guess I'm gonna throw critters at it. I was also kind of running out of time, and I didn't want to commit too much to the attack, and I finally got that last little bit, and of course, ran out of time. But that's fine, because I rolled in attack number 2. Again, a full load of Painmakers. Sorry, the dog is making weird wheezing noises. I don't know if that's normal for a dog. My dog apparently has asthma, guys. Surprise! No, he doesn't. I think he's just doing something silly. Anyways, so with the grappler over on the right-hand side gone now, you can just coast right through the whole right-hand side. Also, thinking back on it now, just all kinds of crazy. If you wanted to be really fancy, you could start over there on the right-hand side with just the one remote control on the one grappler out there, and probably coast through the whole right-hand side instead of starting on the left-hand side the way I did. You know, gather up a bunch of energy, shell out, well, probably take out the grapplers and doom cannons and stuff on the left-hand side, and use the remainder to shell out the shields, and then with your second attack go left-hand side, shell out the rest of the shields, and then go up after the HQ. Either way, it honestly works just as well. Maybe it'd be a little better the other way, but if you still have the Painmakers, give it a shot. Try it out. See if it works any better than going left to right, because I'm kind of curious. Understanding that I don't expect a lot of people to still have these hanging around. I'm pretty sure today is my last day. And honestly, it's my last day because of a complete fluke where I didn't buy up all of the Rainmakers or the Painmakers on the first day they were available from the trader, because I was distracted and I was busy and I didn't. So, hooray! Now, that all being said, if you're rolling with like the standard type of a troop loadout, I would really strongly suggest starting over on the right-hand side, remote controlling out the grappler still, but then just run tank medic up that right-hand side. It's not going to be quite as easy as obviously my Painmakers are kind of... Really, I'm not even paying attention to them. They really cleared through the whole half of that map, and I just ignored the snot out of them. But... yeah. So, but if you go up that right-hand side with the tank medics, you should be able to take out most of the really scary stuff. If you start getting yourself close to the Doom Cannon, just throw down a remote control on the Doom Cannon as well. Oh, hi, buddy. Oh, yeah. Well, that's the top of his head right there. And once you clear that out, hopefully you can use the remote control to safeten up the left-hand side, and then clear that out again with your tanks, and you should be all good. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully this has been helpful. Hopefully it has been entertaining, and above all else, hopefully you guys have a fantastic day.